Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, my guest is YT Boon from Neuberger Berman. YT is a director of Asian research and the portfolio manager of the 5G Connectivity Fund. Welcome, YT.
Hi.
YT, what exactly is 5G and what makes it an interesting investment topic?
Well, 5G, is more than just the fifth generation mobile communications network. We see 5G as a key building block for a lot of future technology innovations. So whether it's robotics, artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, or the Internet of Things, 5G plays a very important role. Now, what is more important is that 5G evolution is creating new winners and also potential losers. By focusing on the long-term winners of 5G, we'll be able to gather a lot of very attractive investment returns.
Hi there, just a 2-second break. Before we continue with the video, just make sure to subscribe to our channel now to not miss out any updates. Thank you very much and enjoy the video now.
What industries will be affected by the 5G development?
Well, the short answer is almost every single industry or subsector will be impacted by 5G because 5G is enabling more than $13 trillion of economic opportunities over the next 10 to 15 years, according to some research. So whether it's the manufacturing industry, which will be transformed by 5G into connected factories, or the healthcare or medical industry, which will be transformed into connected healthcare, providing better services. For even the transportation industry, 5G will enable connected autonomous vehicles. And for consumers like you and I, 5G will enable a totally different or new digital experience, given the 5G bandwidth that is enabling a lot of new technology innovations.
What influence will the US-China trade conflict have on the development of 5G technology?
So there is now a global race in 5G, which has just begun. And the US and China trade tensions or geopolitical tension has actually helped accelerate a lot of these development. What is more interesting is that in a race, nobody slows down, which is now why we're seeing this race accelerating. And in this race, what is more important is that data is the new oil, and 5G is the pipeline.
How can investors participate in the 5G story?
Well, what we're actually seeing is that there are a lot of very interesting investment opportunities in 5G over the next 8 to 10 years. What you can also imagine is that we'll see a lot of very interesting opportunities within, for example, network infrastructure or data infrastructure, and IoT devices that are connected to the 5G infrastructure. And more importantly, later on, we'll see a lot of emerging applications and services that's driven by 5G connectivity.
What is currently in your investment portfolio? Which kind of 5G holdings do you have there?
So within the investment buckets that I've just mentioned, within network or data infrastructure, we like network equipment companies or semiconductor companies that are key enablers for 5G network infrastructure. For example, companies that you may know of like Ericsson, Samsung, who are providing the key equipments. And we also like instruments providers like Keysight, and also companies like Lumentum or Qorvo, who are providing the key technologies for infrastructure. For IoT devices, we like companies that are providing the richer RF components and contents. Japanese companies and Taiwanese companies, for example, we like Taiyudan, MediaTek, and Murata, who are enabling the new 5G smartphones and devices. In application services, we like share gainers in telecom services, companies like T-Mobile in the US. We also like next generation applications companies like Zendesk and ServiceNow. They're enabling better digital services with 5G technologies in the future.
YT, you have a background as a microprocessor designer before you turned into a portfolio manager. How does this help you to manage your 5G portfolio?
Having spent about 10 years as a microprocessor with companies like ARM, Broadcom, and Huawei, where I'm heavily involved in a lot of telecommunications, semiconductor, and also, a lot of technology innovations, it allows me to see the 5G supply chain and the ecosystem from an insider's perspective, which I think adds a lot of value, provides myself and my team with a lot of thematic insights when we look out for investment opportunities in the 5G ecosystem.
So we currently can read a lot about 5G development, but where in fact is the technology in the technology cycle?
Yeah, 5G is still in a very early cycle in terms of its deployment, but 5G is no longer just a hype. When we first started this strategy about 3 years ago, many people was questioning whether 5G is going to work. Now, with US and China racing against each other in 5G, 5G is very real. That's why we're seeing a lot of more developments in this space, and we're definitely see an acceleration that's happening.
What influence does COVID-19 have on the introduction of 5G technology?
This is a very interesting question. Now, the short answer is that 5G has been accelerated because of COVID-19. COVID-19 has been a silver lining for 5G. And because of lockdowns, everyone needed better connectivity. The demand for 5G has increased. More importantly, we're seeing now, Europe, US, and many more countries are now, focusing more on, having 5G built because it is a strategic infrastructure for future technology innovations.
So this was YT Boon from Neuberger Berman. Thank you very much, YT, for being with us today and sharing your views.
Thank you.